Hello, 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 my collectives. Hello, how are you today on this wet Friday? Happy birthday, my Libras. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. You get everything that you wish for. All right, I hope someone takes you out and make you feel special on your very special day. I want to tap into the energy today to see what's going on with the person on your mind, the person you may no longer be with, but you may sometimes think about. I want to know if they have regret for how they treated you, what's going on with them, and what their energy is, okay? I do feel like they are thinking of you. Perhaps they thought you would have returned to them by now. I think many of them are wanting to hear from you. They are probably watching you, spying you, and catching some hell for how they treated you. So let's tap in. Let's just go get started. Let's not procrastinate and waste too much time with anything. My good archangel, I call on you, my ancestors, my spirit team, protect me, the collective, my friends, my family, as we tap into the energy from any harm, any negative influence, or any negativity aimed our way. Okay? Let me get this incense going, guys. Get my cinnamon going. Okay. Spirit team, spirit guys, what's the energy? What is the energy for the person on the collective's mind right now? I do feel like it's going to be a regret. I think they thought they were the prize, and I think that they're realizing that they weren't. Okay, that's not what we want to lead with. We don't want to lead with that. What's the energy? We don't want to lead with that. Ooh. All right, they're feeling frustrated. Your person is feeling very frustrated right now. I'm irritated with what I can't control and what to feel as, and I want you to feel as badly as I do. They're feeling very frustrated. All right, they're venting possibly to some people, and they're just focusing on their career. So they're very frustrated, possibly with what's going on in their love life, their romantic life. They could be venting, and they could be frustrated about what's going on with their career. They may be losing finances. They may be losing financial opportunities. Some of them could have lost a job. Okay, losing money. Losing a business completely. If some of them try to start a business, become self-employed, get something about the ground, if they invested into a business and it just never took, never became successful, or they never able to even get it open, possibly for some, maybe the licenses never went through. The loan, they never attained the loan. That could have happened. They could be frustrated about that, all right? They could have felt like they put a lot of time and energy into something. Some of them could have gone into business with a business partner, and that partner decided they wanted to go elsewhere and not work with them anymore, okay? So let's just see. What are they frustrated about? Let me see what on tarot, what's going on. Yeah, this person definitely tried to begin a new opportunity, have a opportunity dealing with their money. They did invest something. I was right about that. They did try to start an opportunity elsewhere with a business idea. Okay. It's a page of pentacles out here, possibly an earth sign too, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. They were very focused on starting something, getting something off the ground. All right, they're very practical about it. They were exploring a new business venture. They wanted to open up something. They even possibly could have bought a piece of land somewhere to get a new business started. Someone was being very deceitful, sneaky about what they were doing too. I'm pulling this. This might be for some. All right, with this sneaking and deceitful type of thing going on. Let me see, the next card is with the juggling. All right, so someone went into business with someone. All right. See, we have juggling, flexibilities. They're multitasking. They're being deceptive, theft, sneakiness, cunning. I feel like somebody was cheating someone. They were being deceptive in this business. Someone cheated someone. Yeah. Okay, guys, someone did go into business with someone, but someone was being very dishonest in this business deal. So someone got betrayed in a business deal that they went into with someone else. So someone partnered with someone who was being very sneaky about the transaction. So I feel like someone was an investor, someone was a doer. Someone partnered up with someone, and that person probably said, "Oh, we're going to do this. This is what I'm going to do on my end." And someone went ahead and they started putting forth the money, thinking that someone was going to probably come in and do the other portion of someone was probably going to back, thinking somebody else was going to come through on their end, and they did not. Okay, someone took advantage of someone and had them spend their money just so they can run off. They took advantage of them. They used them. Someone got used in the business deal. All right. um and this is somebody that was really juggling other things. They had something else on the side. They were just using this person for what they have on the side. So somebody really got betrayed in this situation. All right, yeah. And now it's being eliminated to them. It's being eliminated that they got used. And this person, your person, is frustrated. And I feel like your person's the one who got used. All right. Your person got used in this thing, in this business deal that they try to partner up with. Someone was being sneaky with them, and now they're feeling overwhelmed. Okay, and they're really feeling overwhelmed because while they were trying to do this business deal with somebody else, with somebody who was using them, taking advantage of them, and while they were sneaking around with this person, doing this stuff, juggling you and this other person that was using them, that they didn't know they're being used up, they end up losing you. Okay, now it's being shown to them, they're receiving clarity that they lost you because they were juggling you and this other situation who they tried to partner up with and possibly do business with for financial, thinking that they were going to be on the come up. They've now received the clarity that they lost you in the process, got used, and because they procrastinated and building with you, putting you to the side, they now feel overwhelmed, all right, burnt out, frustrated. Now they're venting to someone about it. They see you happy, being successful, okay, being having vitality, and they want to move towards you. All right, they want to now move towards you, but you're moving on. The thing is, you're moving on. Like, you're not thinking about them. You're moving on. You're moving on towards happier things because you're happy. Yeah. And you're doing what's right. You're doing what's right. Like, you're following your morals, and you want somebody with morals, with ethics. Okay, this person didn't give a damn about you, or if they did, they didn't put anything into you. Okay, they're trying to find the strength now to come towards you and say something to you. That's the thing. They're focused on you. They're definitely focused on you now, but they try to find strength to come and tell you what happened. That they try to team up with somebody else, and it was because they had money on their mind. They were more concerned about money, making money. They were materialistic. All right, but now they're losing money. All right, they're having some money losses because they invested in this other person. They invested money in this other person to try to probably, this other person probably had an idea, a business venture, and your person probably say, "Oh, I'll back your idea," and that person use your person, for money for them to back their idea, and that person, yeah, used them. All right, and now your person feels effed. Okay, so they're dealing with poverty. They're dealing with material loss, if not poverty, mental poverty, but definitely material loss. Okay, because they invested in somebody else who used them, and they thought they were going to, have this business going. They were going to be recognized. People were going to know them for having this business. They were going to be well known. People were going to come. And now they're seeing that they have a lack of success. It was no success in that business whatsoever. So now their confidence has dropped. They lost you. They don't have the business. They lost money. Now they don't want to deal with this other person who used them. They feel like a fool. They were emotionally manipulated. All right. So now your person is feeling unstable. They have mood swings up and down. They don't want to be bothered. They feel like they made a fool out of themselves. Now they're repeating the cycle. Now they left alone, lonely. All right. But this was fated to happen. All right. This was fated to happen, for them. And this is what they get. And the reason this is fated to happen is because this person had a pattern of not being honest, not being faithful, not being loyal, always looking for greener grass, always looking for the next best thing, always putting money over love, always chasing a dollar bill. All right. But you on the other hand, you use your discernment. You're using wisdom. Okay. You know that, hey, I deserve more. Like you want something with morals and ethics. Okay. And you're like, no, okay, how you're treating me, I can't stand for that. So you put boundaries. You walked away from the situation. All right, and you're independent, and you were very objective to the situation. He's like, I'm not going to stand for this. This person was hiding things from you, trying to be deceptive, but you're listening to your intuition, and you say, things aren't adding up. I need to remove myself from this situation. This person didn't want to make a decision between you or chasing money or chasing other people that they thought were going to bring them money or success. They wanted to go out there and find things that they thought that this person was going to make them more successful than you. And if this person had more to offer than they thought that you did, they were going to go with this and kick you to the side, or either just have you on the curb or in their back pocket as plan B, as an option. Just someone they come and see from time to time, hook up with from time to time, just to make sure that you're still there and available in case this fell through. So you were going to be option B for them if this didn't work, okay? But you didn't allow yourself to be option B. And once you realized they're making an option, you left because you know you weren't going to be anyone's plan B, all right? They thought that this was really going to manifest into something. That's why they invested their time, their energy, and their money, not knowing they were being used, okay? They thought, oh, I'm going to have success. I'm going to have a business. This person is smart. This person has goals. They thought this person, for some reason, they went to a femme fatale, okay? Something that they really thought. They thought this woman or this masculine, whoever you were dealing with, they thought this person was the end all be all, the one that was going to give them a name, give them recognition, make them successful. And it was all an illusion. With the moon card being out here, it was all an illusion, all right? A lie. But they fell for it, all right? They fell for it. And now the sun is revealing that it was all an illusion. It was all a lie. It was deception from the get-go, all right? But you're sitting out here very confident, very strong, very creative. And while they are having a loss of victory, you are being victorious in what you're doing, okay? You're happy, being victorious, you're manifesting, you're doing, you're receiving rewards for doing the right thing, okay? And now, and the reason you're receiving rewards is because you surrender, you let go of what was not necessary, what was not feeding you, what was not bringing any um what's the word I want to use? God, why am I having a lost words here? What was not beneficial to you? What was not beneficial to you? Okay, you let that go and you surrendered that, and you start looking at things from a higher perspective. Someone could have been dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and somebody could have been dealing with the fire sign, um, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. All right, a tower. They're having a tower moment. An unexpected change came through, and this is what's giving this person now the vision to see that, hey, I messed up. And this is what they're venting about. They're venting about the fact that they had a loss of money. They're venting about the fact that that's just why they're frustrated. Now they know that they got used. Okay, so what else? Tell me something else about what's going on in the situation. What's going on in the situation? Because I know they want to come to my collective and say something. What's going on with this person? Hold on, let me move some of these cards, guys. All right, you guys are healing. They know that you're healing. They know that you're working on yourself, taking time for yourself. They can see that you're putting more self-care on yourself, but they're longing for you. They are missing you. They do want to come in and talk to you. They want to come in and say something to you. Yeah, they know that they put you in a situation. They know that they took their time. They stagnated this relationship with you, all right? They feel like a failure. They feel like a failure, and they know that they shattered this relationship. They know that they broke your trust, all right? This person's having nightmares. They're not able to sleep at night. They're not able to sleep at night because what's going on. They're up in their head about what happened. They know they messed up with you. They're not going to be able to get this back. They're worried that they're not going to be able to come back to you. They don't know what to say to you, all right? They're very envious about the fact that you're moving on. They're envious too about the fact that you're being successful, you're happy, all right? I feel like this person was really trying to compete with you, because this does talk about being competitive as well. I mean, discontent. I feel like this person thought that you were independent, you had your own, you were doing things, and they will come being competitive with you because they wanted to feel like they had something more to offer, or they were either not at your level but higher than that. So they felt like there was some type of competition with you, even though they had love for you. Okay, just come as somebody that you had a child with, someone that had broad shoulders, could have had a tattoo. All right, very masculine person, but they did put you in a third party situation. All right, they yeah. This person knows that they shattered the image that you had of them, okay? They triggered some things in you. This person could have also had some addictions, could have had drug addictions, alcohol addictions, definitely addicted to money and certain lifestyle that they wanted to have, okay? They also could have had some sex addictions as well. All right. They had a wandering eye for sure for third parties. They kept you waiting, probably kept gaslighting you, manipulating you. When you would try to question them and ask them things, I felt like they didn't really give you straightforward answers. They kind of beat around the bush, didn't tell you stuff. Every time you try to want to spend time with them, they tell you they were busy. You guys would spend time, give you broken promises that they would never meet. They caused you to go within, look within, and question yourself about some things. Some of them probably had you in your head wondering, were you doing something wrong? Was it something that you said or something that you did, you know? And it was never you, you know? And finally, you reached a point where you just realized this person was just childish. They were immature, all right? This person had a lot of insecurities that they needed to work with. I feel like you guys had a lot of, verbal conflicts. You would get into a lot of arguments. And some of them I feel like they caused on purpose, just so they can be able to have time, space to get away from you, to do what they wanted to do, to go out and chase their desires for other women or other men, depending upon, if you're dealing with a woman or a man. Um, you have to put it where it goes for who who you are. This person definitely is thinking about you, especially now that what they had did not work. All right, some of them are even fixated on you right now and trying to manifest a reunion with you. They're hoping to run into you at the right place at the right time. They do feel like you two were meant to be. It's just that they were putting other things ahead of you because at that time they weren't ready. But since they've gone through this uh, tower moment, since things didn't work out like they thought, they now feel like they've learned a lesson. All right, they do feel like they're growing now from this, and they are trying to level up. Some of them are doing a lot of smoking or using some other type of substance to cope with the fact that they invested all this time, this money, the fact that they're dealing with so much losses. They not really want to really go out and party or do things, hang out anymore, because they're up in their head. They're trying to do some inner work, some soul searching right now. You guys are definitely on your spiritual path, finding a deeper meaning and stuff. This person now feels like your person. Feel like they want to come and offer you some type of commitment. They do see you as a forever kind of love, and they do feel like you two were meant to be in each other's lives. Some of them want to offer possibly engagement, possible marriage, or some of them just want to offer you some type of a title because they don't want you out here alone dating other people. All right. This person may have actually received some bad advice from some friends or a family member, possibly even if they have multiple kids, one of in their friends with any of their kids' mothers or fathers, possibly even one of their parents. All right. Someone who they've been, smoking, drinking, chilling with, some of their karmic relationships, some other low vibrational people. All right, they probably, and it could have even been a family member. They could receive low vibration, bad advice from them to tell them to go towards this other person. All right, start this business or do something, just keep you on the side. Someone definitely gave them wrong advice. Somebody who probably doesn't even know of you, but just know of some things that your person told them about you. Okay, your person does want to come to you and come clean, open up and confess some things to you, be truthful, all right, express their emotions and tell you how they really feel. But I do feel like even when I'm coming to you and coming clean, they're not really going to tell you everything. They're still going to hold some things back. But they do want to tell you that they love you, and even through everything that happened, they have always loved you, and they feel like you two have a kind of love that always lasts, all right? Um, this person, just regrets and feels bad that their secrets got exposed, and that they feel like, they don't know how they got exposed. They were really, I feel like they were surprised and shocked when you brought some things to their attention when they got busted. And I feel like when they did get busted, they didn't say anything to you. They did not own anything, take accountability for anything, apologize for anything. I think they just kind of cowardly, childishly just ran from the situation, or either had some verbal conflict with you and then just never came back and made it right or apologized. Okay, this person is reminiscing definitely about the last conversation you had. Again, using substance to cope. All right, looking at your pictures, maybe looking at you on social media, your Facebook, or if you have videos in their phone or photos in their phone, looking at that. All right, thinking about times you spent together. This person you dealt with put you in a toxic love situation because they had old patterns of behaviors. What they've done with you is what they've done in many other relationships. They manipulated, they, dealt with addictions. This person just wasn't seeing things clearly. I feel like you two were opposites, very different, and they probably feel like because you were different, it possibly was not going to work between you. And I feel like this person never really got the time to really get to know you, like who you really are in depth, the inside. I felt like there was just more of a, I'm attracted to you, we have sexual chemistry, insane chemistry, I like being with you, but I don't feel like the person ever really got to know you. Okay, they do want to have a fresh start with you, have a second chance with you. They did enjoy spending time with you, and I think they want to get to know you on a deeper level now, because it's something that, even though you guys may have hung out, spent time together, did things together, I feel like they never really invested in you. All right, this person is planning on giving you a phone call or texting you, or it's just trying to strategize at this moment how to reach out to you, because they don't know if you're going to be willing to accept their call. And that's because some of you may have blocked them. And you may have blocked them because you felt like you were sick and tired of their lies, their excuses, the manipulation. You made the decision to move on. You did not want to repeat a cycle with them anymore with the same old foolishness, the same old childish games. Some of you have already started dating again. You have new love already. You're out here having fun. You're back on the market. You're just experiencing new people, new relationships. And that's because you realize that you were high value. You realize your self-worth, okay? You made up your mind that you weren't going to settle for anything less than you deserve. You realize that, hey, I'm sexy, I'm beautiful, or I'm handsome, I'm abundant. You find your confidence, you find your voice. Okay, you realize you're not going to settle for people who want to play mind games with you, people who want to test you. This person sat back and was analyzing you. All right, they were very emotional, unavailable to you. All right, they would gaslight you, they would come in and love bomb you at times and then disappear at others and leave you feeling like, well, what happened? Did I say something? Did I do something? Or they would try to flip situations when you would call them out on something to make it seem as though it was you. I feel like there were times this person would have you hurting, have you crying, all right, and depressed, feeling rejected, feeling unwanted, trigger emotions in you that could have stemmed from previous relationships, all right, and to the point where you just had to go inside, do some insight, do some inner healing. And I feel like you going inside is what led you to having a clear mind and clear heart and receiving some truth and clarity about what this relationship really was. And that's when you realize that this really was just a toxic love. This was not anything that was healthy for you. And that's when you realize, I need to let this go. I need to move on. And you did so. And now this person is feeling very jealous. They may be doing some black magic, all right, on you, trying to bring you back in, some candle magic, some love magic, just trying to manifest you back, all right? They're very upset that you've moved on, that you're gone. Some of them are holding a grudge, feeling like you have betrayed them. They may even be lying on you and saying that you've done something and that's why the relationship didn't work. But I do feel like there are people around them that are snooping, that are investigating, that are paying attention to things that were said and done. And finding out the truth that, things aren't really adding up. 1 on 1 is 2, not 3. And possibly that everything is not what this person is saying that it was, and possibly that this person is actually the one that did the screwing up, the messing up. I also feel like this person may be getting tarot readings on you, asking about you, stalking you on social media, possibly from fake accounts, driving by places that they know that you frequent, you work, or you live, to see what you're up to, trying to find out if you are involved with someone else, seeing someone else, or what's going on with you, since you're not making contact with them, you're not reaching out to them. Their relationship didn't work. What they thought they were going to have didn't manifest, and they're just trying to see if something manifests with you. And that's because they still have sparks for you, connection for you, and they want to be able to build that connection with you again. Okay? They don't want someone else to have the love that you were giving to them. All right? But this is the thing, when you were giving it to them, they were acting like an avoidance. They were ghosting you. They were conflicted about if they wanted to be with you or be with someone else. But now this person is feeling guilty. They're feeling a little bit of guilt about how they treated you, how they handled you in that relationship. Okay? Give me something else. Give me some. I'm going to go to my personal deck and see what I can personalize this person for you. Tell me more. What can you tell me about this person for my collective? Can you personalize, Spirit Guides, this person for my collective? Yeah, they made a mistake. They're just upset. Yeah. Well, this is what they did. They tried to start a business with somebody else. Personalize this person. I don't know. I'm looking at. Hold on. I'm looking at these timing cards and they're drawing my attention. Give me something on these timing cards. You guys could. I feel like you guys did spend a lot of time. You invested a lot of time into this person, for sure. Giving them a lot of time and opportunity to make things right, hoping that they'll make things right. You wanted to rebuild this person. Next couple of days, 31 is out here. It's your person's birthday could be on the 31st. Your person's birthday could be on the 13th. Your person's birthday could be March 1st. Your person's birthday could be January 3rd. Something can happen in 31 days from now. Something can happen on the 31st of this month on Halloween. Okay? Something can happen in the next couple of days. Someone could be a life path 4, because 3-1 does go to a 4. 4 does talk about structure, the foundation, stability. It also talks about planning. I tell you, someone is planning to come towards you. They're planning on how to communicate with you, what to say to you. Their foundation. Something might be going on with their foundation. Again, they may be losing this business, all right, because they tried to start something with someone and it did not go like they planned. Someone may be having to find a new place to live as well, okay? Time will bring a surprise. That's a 32, which goes to a 5. Talks about conflict, change. There was definitely a lot of conflict going on in this dynamic that this person went to, okay? And there is going to be a change that comes about. I think they're going to have to change locations, change where they're living, all right? Change partners. They're wanting to change partners. Somebody's birthday could be March 2nd, February 3rd. Somebody could be 32 years old. Somebody could be 31 years old. Somebody could be 23 years old. Somebody could be, I'm not going to say 13 years old because it shouldn't be a child on my channel, okay? This goes to a 45. Somebody could be 45. Somebody could be 54. Okay. So a 45 is a 9. And this is the current year life cycle 9. So something's definitely going to happen. Something surprising is going to happen this year, before this year is over with. You're going to hear from your person before this year's over with. And you're going to be surprised by what you find out. Good or bad, it's going to be a surprise. Okay. What else? Give me something else, Spirit Guides. What else? Tell me something else about this person. What else is going on with the person on the collective's mind? Okay, I'm getting a blank, so I don't think this is the one I need to be in. I'm getting 2 blanks. I'm going to move on from these to my comics. What is going on with this person on my collective's mind? What are they venting about? What is all this frustration about? Thank you. Yeah, they'll be back. They're coming back to say something. Expect to hear from them soon. They are coming to say something to you. I want to know what they want to say. I want to know what they want to say. Yeah, some of them are going to move, and they may want to tell you that they're going to be moving. They may want to say they want to move in with you, but I definitely think they're going to be moving out. They may have been living with someone. Someone could have moved in with them. They could have moved in with somebody else. But they're looking for a new place to stay, okay? They're packing their bags. They're planning on going. And some of them feel like they're just going to go on a trip for a while. They may ask you to go out of town with them, go somewhere with them. They're definitely traveling towards you to say something to you, okay? They're going to tell you that, yes, there was someone else. They may validate, confirm, or give you that accountability to say, yes, somebody else came in between the picture, between the two of you guys, all right? They may ask you to take a trip with them. They may even confirm that they were married or tell you that they were married if you didn't know that, and possibly they had a child with someone, or someone had a child with them, or someone is pregnant with them, and they may make this confession to you. I'm telling you, you're going to hear about something that's going to surprise you before this year's over with, okay? They may tell you that they have an addiction, and tell you that they are addicted to making money, and you might find out that they're losing money, or that they having some financial struggles right now, or some unhealthy habits that caused them to lose some money, or that they did invest money into someone, or they didn't have to pay money to someone they may have to pay child support to someone, okay? Again, this person's travel towards you. They may travel towards you in the month of November, because that's our next Mercury retrograde, all right? So you might hear from them then. They are trying to manifest you back into their life. Let me see what they want to say to you. What does this person want to say to my collective? What do they want to say to my collective? What is it they want to confess? We have confessions out here, so let's just go to the confessions cards and tell me what they want to confess to my collective. Give me some. Will I see you again? They do want to know if they ever see you again. You fill me up with happiness. You did make this person happy. They just were too busy chasing other things. I don't want to be the reason you cried. They're sorry they hurt you. Never meant to hurt you. They just were very selfish and putting themselves first. You mean more to me than you think. That's because they never opened up and told you how they really felt. I never meant to hurt you. I don't really think that was ever their intention. They just, again, were selfish, okay, and toxic. And I'm trying my best to forgive. Um, they may be trying to forgive themselves for how they treated you, because they know that you did not deserve what they did. And again, it's because they didn't mean to hurt you. Okay, so let's see what your angels have to say about this, and then we're going to wrap this up. As far as what's going on with your person, spirit guys, what my angels have to say. Ask for help from others. Okay, I feel like this person will ask you for some help, but if this person comes to you and you're unclear about which route to go, call on your spirit guides, ask them for their advice. Seek advice from them, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels. Also, if you're struggling with something, with some decisions in your life, whether it's your career, just choices, life choices, or anything, your health or anything, ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask people for help. I know sometimes we get in our pride and ego. We don't like to ask people to assist us with things, but you have helpful people around you. So ask them for help for anything that you need, okay? Don't let your pride and ego get in the way. That's what they're there for. And you're ready. If you're trying to start something, if you're afraid, about letting love in because you got hurt in your last situation, your spirit guides and your angels are saying you're ready. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to start that business. You're ready to start that new career. You're ready to start school. You're ready to start a new love relationship. You're ready to have a child. It's the perfect time to go ahead and move. You are ready, and it is the perfect time, okay? This is my reading for you. I hope it resonated. If it did, like, share, and comment, and hit the notification bell for your next reading. Thank you. Sending you love and blessings always. Have a good day.